We got some great news for SoundHoundAI stock investors as the company's innovative products are gaining traction with customers worldwide. I'm going to share with you those details and what it can mean for SoundHoundAI stock investors. I'll do all of that in this relatively short video, so let's jump right into it after a brief message from my sponsor.
I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
SoundHoundAI's management team is excited about the development of voice commerce, which is one of the company's 3 pillars it's investing in growing. They're excited to report that voice commerce solution is advancing at a rapid pace, and it's now gaining momentum with existing and new customers from different parts of our business. So I've been talking about voice commerce with SoundHound AI and how it's a great convenience advantage for customers. And I've also been talking more broadly about how consumers are willing to pay for convenience. The companies that benefit from convenience include companies like Amazon and Uber, and I've seen their business continue expanding with millions of new customers joining because of that convenience advantage. People have shown a willingness to pay if you can add convenience to their life. And the way voice commerce adds convenience to people's lives is if you're driving in your car and you're on your way home or you're on your way to work, you can speak to your car and order something to pick up at a restaurant or a beverage establishment. For instance, if you want Starbucks before you hit the freeway on your commute to work, you speak to your car and you order your favorite Starbucks drink and it processes the payment. All you need to do is go to the Starbucks parking lot and they'll deliver the item to your vehicle. And so that adds convenience because now you don't have to go on your phone and spend the time to create that order. It can take several clicks and several minutes. And sometimes, let's say you get in your car and you start driving and you forgot to make your order. You don't need to now pull over and make your Starbucks order on your phone, on your app. You can just speak it into your car and you can go and pick up that order at a Starbucks location. Now, that's a huge convenience benefit, and SoundHound AI, by enabling that and creating that ecosystem, will benefit from every transaction on the platform. This is a massive opportunity. SoundHound AI is only scratching the surface. If it's successful, it can lead to huge gains in the long run. So SoundHound AI is saying now that their 3-pillar strategy is no longer 3 separate offerings, but it's now forming an ecosystem, creating AI value to businesses and quickly becoming a necessity for them to differentiate themselves and strive. And it's also an increase in, or I should say, it's also a decrease in the cost or an increase in productivity for businesses. Not only are they adding this value to their customers, but they're also doing so in a way that's lowering the cost to serve these customers. It's been a win-win situation, and that's what's driving SoundHound's growth. And it truly has been great news for SoundHound. In the second quarter, the company delivered $42.7 million in revenue, and that was up 217% year over year. Very few companies I'm following are growing at this rate of increase. With sustained high demand for their AI solutions, it's becoming more evident each quarter that passes that voice AI is increasingly sharpening as the spearhead of this generative AI era. And SoundHound AI's management team has been talking about how the interaction between humans and electronics has previously been with touch, and it's more effective through voice, right? Imagine communicating with your devices with voice instead of with touch. It makes every single device more productive. It makes every single engagement less stressful, less less strain on the individual to try and get the most out of the electronics they have. I'm looking around in my office. I've got printers, I've got cameras, I've got monitors, computers, and sometimes I'm not getting the full value out of these devices because I don't quite know how to use them to their fullest extent. But if I can communicate with these devices and ask it, how can I do this, or how can I do that, or can you do this for me? And the device automatically incorporates my voice and incorporates my instructions to deliver the product or service that I'm trying to retrieve from the device. It makes the device that much more valuable. So That's why more and more device manufacturers will be interested in incorporating this kind of technology embedded into these devices. You're already seeing it with car manufacturers incorporating SoundHound AI's technology embedded in the cars they're producing, and drive-through locations embedding SoundHound AI's voice ordering technology. And I think it's in the early stages of development for innovation in this category. By the way, this document I'm reading from is SoundHound AI's Q2 2025 conference call transcript with Wall Street analysts. I've made this highlighted document available for my channel members, and you can see this when you go to your membership benefits section after joining our channel, and you can join for less than $5 a month. There are dozens and dozens of these highlighted transcripts for the companies that I'm following, as well as many other benefits. You see the link in the description. You can see everything you get as a channel member. So the company also said that in Amelia, pre-acquisition sales attainment levels of nearly 40% have completely reversed to greater than 100% this quarter, demonstrating the resonance of their combined solutions to customers and validating their investment thesis. Additionally, the company said that their net revenue retention jumped from less than 90% pre-acquisition to over 120% this quarter, largely due to better product performance and also resulting from their investments in customer success. So another piece of great news for SoundHound AI stock investors who have seen their investment in this company increase. Well, it's been volatile, but it has been increasing in recent months. SoundHound AI stock is now trading at $12.57 per share. The 52-week high for this company has been $24.98, and the 52-week low is $4.32. Now, while I've been bullish on these companies' products and services, I haven't been bullish on this company's stock because the valuation has almost always been expensive since I've been covering this company. This stock has not traded at a cheap valuation, and I don't think it's trading at a cheap valuation today at $12.57 when the fair value of this stock I calculated is just $5.30. Hey everyone, so many of you have been asking about my investing strategy, and I'm excited to announce that I've written a book that's available for sale now that describes my 6-step investing framework for evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.